Welcome to Crowded Lab. Today I have a special video for you. I would like to share with you this service which I use myself. This is a web hosting, and as this is a Black Friday season, unsurprisingly there is a sale for this service as for many others. But I've got this email and WPX is running their sale at the moment, and you can save a lot, like 4 months, 8 months, or 11 months. If you pay, for example, for annual plan, you save 4 months. And first of all, I would like to say that I use this service myself for almost a year. These are my paid bills. I pay from my own pocket, and I just want to share my experience with it. And before we begin, I must say that for my website, I used DreamHost previously, and I used Easy WP managed WordPress hosting option from Namecheap. So I will be comparing mostly with those two services, so you can get general understanding about pros and cons of WPX. So yeah, WPX is running Black Friday deal for some time, so it will end soon. So if you need this kind of service, please hurry. And what I like about the service, it is kind of cozy service. So if you're using something like Namecheap, DreamHost, HostGator, you're one of, I don't know, not millions, but thousands and thousands. And here WPX is arguably a smaller company comparing to, I don't know, big corporations like GoDaddy. However, they provide you with the feeling of coziness. At the same time, they provide everything you need to make your website fast. You can choose from United States based data center or European one. They providing their own content delivery network, so-called XDN, so your media content can be delivered faster in particular regions, and they have those, as you see on the screens, so-called XDN points worldwide. And really, I would say the killer feature is that you get fast response from a real person, whose average response time as 30 seconds. And actually, let's test that real time. Just let's refresh the page to make the experiment clear. And let's test the question if XDN is available for my website. Okay, let's start the chat. Yep, and that's the question. So let's wait a bit. We're getting response, I believe, within 30 seconds. Okay. So, yeah, that was quick. Oh, actually, it's hard to say if it was a chatbot or not. During the 10 months of my usage of this service, I've got only one question where I needed the help of the support team, and there I was 100% sure that that was a real person. So yeah, that's what I really like about WPX, that you can get fast response from a real person with fast resolution time. And actually, what do I use with WPX? I'm using WordPress hosting, and let's compare to other services. Well, with DreamHost, I used their shared web hosting just to test the idea. It was a bit cheaper. I believe I used this one, shared web hosting. So the regular price will be $6 monthly after the first billing period, I think, after renewal. And you additionally pay $1.67 for an email, and WPX provides emails for free. So close to $8 just for shared hosting with DreamHost. Again, I tried this one, and this plan didn't satisfy my base needs. Just regular edits in WordPress for my pages were taking long, so I was not satisfied with the speed. And of course, you can pay more and get managed WordPress hosting. Again, the price is similar, but you will need to pay extra to get extra performance. Also, I used managed WordPress hosting, and when I say managed, I mean where the service provider, in this instance named Cheap, is managing my WordPress installation, or there is just one-click installation, so I don't have to do updates manually. There could be provided services like backing up your websites on a regular basis. Yeah, and with Easy WordPress, I was actually really satisfied with this service, but it is not cheap. Again, I think to get adequate performance, I had to switch to Turbo, and this price is in euros. So in US dollars, it will be even a bit more. And this price is for one website only. So again, with this service, I was satisfied with the performance, with the quality of the service, but you need to pay, I think, close to $15 monthly just for one website. And with WPX, I'm paying $30, including tax, for 5 websites. And I'm really satisfied with the performance. Though I'm not hosting heavy-duty website, it is just a regular blog posts showcasing AppSumo deals with some summaries, my YouTube reviews where applicable. I provide some summary, pros and cons, and FAQ section based on user feedback on a particular tool. There is affiliate link. Yeah, so that kind of content. And yeah, with WPX, I'm really satisfied. So at the time of the review, you can get a Black Friday deal. Again, if you're choosing WordPress hosting to host your website now or later, just keep in mind WPX. It is really nice service. I can't say that it is dramatically better than other services, but it works, and it works for the reasonable price. And at the moment of this review, you can get a Black Friday deal. But again, even without a Black Friday deal, it's still a great service. So yeah, at the moment, you're getting really nice discount. Like if you pay for a year in advance, you're getting 50% off, like 4 months for free, and they offer free migration from other services. And personally, I'm using this one, business. So I'm given 5 websites. And if we take a look at the additional features, so we have one-click WordPress installs for all plans, data centers in USA, UK, and Australia, on-demand backups, high-speed CDN, domain privacy. And by the way, you can buy domains with this service, but you don't have to. You can buy a domain on a Namecheap or GoDaddy or other service and just connect your domain here. So you will own domain elsewhere, and WPX will just host your WordPress site. You have FTP access, free SSL certificates. So some providers will charge you additional price to have SSL enabled. You have access to your database, access to the support. What else worth mentioning? Just here we can see that email service is provided as well for all of the plans. So let me briefly show you the admin panel of this web service. And by the way, you can see here the name Ketchup. It is just the first website out of 5 that I was registering, and it is used like an umbrella for all of 5 websites, but you can manage those separately. For example, at the moment, I'm primarily using crowdedlab.com. So yeah, the recurring monthly price I pay like $25, but including tax, I believe it is 30 something. So yeah, you get everything what you can expect from a solid WordPress hosting. You can manage your websites, you have access to your databases, You can configure emails. You have access to file transfer protocol, FTP, so you can upload files to your website using this protocol. You can edit DNS settings. For example, I was testing Pinterest uploads, and in order to be able to highlight my domain, I had to verify and I had to add DNS record to prove that I own my domain. And it was pretty easy to do it here. You get File Manager, by the way, with Namecheap Easy WP service, which is a managed WordPress offering. And there, Namecheap was not providing me with direct file manager in a browser. But here we get it. You have backups and you have your content delivery network options here. And here for each of my 5 websites, I have option to manage my WordPress installation, SSL settings, and I have access to the general settings as well. And honestly, I didn't configure it. I didn't play with this one, but you have an option to choose the recommended option. You can configure PHP models. Yeah, so I don't need to do that. You can turn off mail service, configure redirects, but yeah, I don't have to configure that at all. You also have access to all of your databases through PHP My Admin tool, which you can see on the screen. And for the email services, you can actually configure what kind of email you will have, and it comes for free. And you saw, for example, Dreamhost will charge you 160 something for one email address. And here for all of your websites, you can configure several. You can configure aliases, you can set it to catch all. So for example, whatever people will type, hello, hi, support, you can catch everything if you would like. If you need to, you can configure FTP users to be able to upload files using this file transfer protocol. As I mentioned before, you will have full access for DNS editing. And here is the feature which I was actually missing with my Namecheap Easy WP service, which is easy to use file browser. So I can browse all the files that my WordPress installation has. So I can even edit some files if I need. And with WPX, you have that option. As I mentioned as well, you have the backup service provided and you have some available backup points. So you can restore an automatic backup, which is great because maybe you install some plugin which can break your website, but you have the option to restore. From time to time, I do some backups with all-in-one backup plugin for WordPress, but it is extremely useful to have an automatic backup service readily available for you by default. And I didn't configure anything to have backups enabled. So yeah, that's my overview of WPX.net hosting provider. I like that I can talk to real person through support when I need to. I like the pricing. I have 5 websites for the reasonable price with very good performance, with which I'm very satisfied. And yeah, so I primarily use one website so I can test the ideas on 4 other domains at the moment. I really like that I, again, can get those 5 WordPress installations for the reasonable price. I have just got this notification about the sale, which is going right now. I think the email went to my inbox yesterday, so I just wanted to share with you. So if you need the hosting now or later, the link you can find in the description. And by the way, please give this video a like and subscribe for more similar videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.